equipped to be able to play that. Left corners on islands, 1 sack on the year. Bad combination when you play that style of defense and you're not able to get pressure. The interesting thing, and you won't know till we see him play today at noon, is internally, it's one thing to always point the finger at a coach.
Yeah.
What about the leaders on that team? What about the guys that have paid their dues and waited for their opportunity that are now looking at each other like, where do we go from here? We're going to really find out what, I guess, the backbone of the players on the roster are made out of starting today.
Well, the Irish defense is struggling, no question about that. They've given up 30 or more points to 7 of the 9 major teams they played. Now, they fired their defensive coach, but they kept the players.
Yeah.
Now, after all, let me tell you something. After all, there's no excuse for Notre Dame not having more skill on defense. By the way, Brian Kelly's been there 7 years.
Yeah.
No excuse for not having defensive players.
Sounds like a recruiting issue, right?
Yes, sir, it sure is.
And you would think that they will have guys on the back end and they're too deep that can step in. I know they lost a lot of talent with guys like Jalen Smith and Sheldon Day, but the way that defense played, especially against Texas, against Michigan State, it was just uncharacteristic of a Notre Dame defense. They were absorbing punishment. The front seven, every time you watch them make a tackle, especially against Texas and against Michigan State, they absorbed the tackles. The runner always fell forward and gained at least 2 or 3 yards after contact. That's uncharacteristic of a Notre Dame defense. Brian Van Gordon may have played a high-risk defense with personnel that wasn't equipped to do it. And to me, you can't be that stubborn as a coach, offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator, that you play a defense or an offense that you don't have the players equipped to run it with. You can't be that stubborn, and I think that's why he got fired. Yeah. You have to tailor your system to the strengths of your players. And he didn't do that, but I don't think it's on Brian when these guys couldn't just go out there and attack offenses, especially the front seven. They absorbed punishment. They never were the aggressors.
You know, Notre Dame's a 10.5-point favorite. Again, they're 3-9 against the spread the last 12 times they've been the double-digit favorite. They lost the game outright against Duke last week as a double-digit favorite, and they still have undefeated Navy on their schedule, who takes on undefeated Air Force. There are 9 teams undefeated, unranked, including that matchup, Coach.
Navy and Air Force. Navy is led by quarterback Will Worth. He has led the Mid-East to 2 fourth-quarter wins. He needs to be at his best today to get Navy's 12th win in 14 games versus the Falcons.
Hey, Wake Forest versus North Carolina State. The Demon Deacons are playing defense, y'all. I mean, this team's only allowing 2.7 yards per rush. That's 12th in the FBS. They're undefeated, and they're coming for the Wolfpack. Watch the Demon Deacons, man. They're dangerous.
Memphis unbeaten but untested, taking on Ole Miss. Beat them last year. Former Tennessee quarterback Riley Ferguson spinning the magic bean. And I'm just going to point out, they put 77 on Bowling Green, which is exactly the same number Ohio State did. Now they got to deal with Chad Kelly today.
San Diego State ranked 19th right now in the country, and if you haven't heard about him or seen him, Donnell Pumphrey is getting after it. Leads the nation in rushing. In the last couple of weeks, guys, all he's done is 281 yards with 3 touchdowns and over 220 with another 3.
Maction, Kelly Short Stadium. Western Michigan's undefeated. They take on the Chippewas. Corey Davis, receivers, an NFL prospect. Jamari Bogan runs it for a top 20 rushing offense. They are one of just 2 teams in the country without a turnover. The Broncos just keep rowing the boat with Coach P.J. Fleck, who's wired.
If you're juiceless, you're useless. If you're juiceful, you are useful. Useful. Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Row the boat really is a never give up mantra. It's made for when things aren't going well. Keep your oar in the water. Just keep rowing the boat. You got to keep your oar in the water when you're winning. You got to keep your oar in the water when you're losing, and that can apply to life and in football.
Eyes, feet, hands. Bend, bend, bend. Eyes, feet, hands. They got tight end, right? They got fullback. They got another fullback. Tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight, tight. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Energy. Energy. I'm an energetic guy. A little chaotic.
Good. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos around the queue. Chaos around the queue.
And I will always play the underdog role. I don't care if we're favored by 50 or we're not favored by 50. We're going to find a way to be a hungry dog.
Man, we got a date.
Captains.
We got a date. And I promise you, that date is with destiny. Let's go pick her up.
we have a bunch of players that believe in themselves, they can be themselves on a daily basis, and they can constantly learn how to handle life's adversity before it even comes.
You know, P.J. Fleck was a disciple of Senator Tressel.
Yes, he was.
I was going to say, I saw
Got that vibe.
a lot of similarities there. I remember Tressel putting on the pads.
Yeah.
Diving into
players
a
on the
sea of
ground.
Buckeyes all the time. He used to do that all the time.
All the time.
How about a quick pick, Western Michigan or Central Michigan?
You know, I got to go with Western Michigan. I like Coach Fleck. I spent some time with him last year, and I called his game, and, man, he's a high-energy dude. I like his team. I'm going with Western Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, rowed a boat.
Yeah, forget the boat. Forget the boat. Central Michigan was behind Virginia. 28-0 last week, and they rallied, made it close, and they got confidence now. Western Michigan gets the upset at home.
Rallied, made it close, and
Now win.
lost.
That's all right.
Where's he going?
Confident.
He's going Central.
You're going Central, right? Okay.
Yeah, they rallied last week and lost again,
Yeah.
so they got their confidence going.
Exactly. That's all you need. A close loss.
Hey, all seriousness, P.J. Fleck will be a head coach somewhere in the Power 5 very soon. This guy has been an up-and-coming coach the last couple years. He's got a great offense. Their wide receiver is one of the best in the country, Corey Davis. I like Western to outscore Central.
All right,
Not so fast. Not so fast.
Got two of them there, right?
Yes.
Another quick pick, Wake Forest, by the way, all their athletic teams wearing a logo to honor Arnold Palmer, who passed away. Wake Forest and NC State. Quick one?
I'm going Wake Forest in a close one.
Wake Forest in a close one. That's it.
Wake Forest. Bear taught me about Wake Forest in August before the season started. We put them in the Herbies because of the Bears, a team making a bowl team. What do you have for us
Wow.
from Wake?
This will be a big win for them today.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of stole one last week in Bloomington. I think the loss column gets a check mark today. I think Wolfpack at home will beat them. They're
Really?
They're double-digit favorite at home. For Wake.
Okay.
I think NC State. I got NC State.
What is it? It's like 12 or something.
I think it's 11 or 12.